I'm Murtago, and this is Slappy's fucking skate park. Today, I've been playing a lot of Black Ops. Possibly too much, because I'm actually pissed off about it. Pissed off about weapons. Oh, a nice fall. Pissed off about the weapons, pissed off about the maps, pissed off about the way that the game in general handles itself. And how upset it makes me. It's not so much, you know... How do I do that thing that I want to do again? Ah, there we go. Oh man, dude, why'd you jump out? You know, and it's not so much it makes me angry about the game. I think it's just the way it's being played. And I think there's too much of an emphasis on a lot of stuff that, you know, is going on. Because I really think one of the big things that affect all games, and it's not really anything anyone can do, is just, you know, internet connection. Some people, they have the money to spend on a better internet connection. I unfortunately don't anymore. Used to have a nice one, now I have a crappy one. So, like I said, there's nothing that can be said about that. And, you know, then the other thing is just the way that people play. I was playing a game on one of the new maps. What was it? Hotel. And, man, I almost just want to put the gameplay up just to show how many campers I ran into. I mean, I had one guy sitting in the same spot every 2 seconds, and I would kill him sometimes. Sometimes I wouldn't. Can't be perfect. Can't get him all the time. You know, and they actually kept doing it to the point that, you know, the spawn switched and then blah, whatever. You know, lost the match, whatever. Tried to get, you know, did okay in terms of score and whatever. Next match comes around, right? Same guy, same lobby. And they camp so hardcore that I physically can't leave my spawn. Every time I spawned, I literally took a step and got shot by some guy who was within my spawn point. Which it is bad spawning, but I'll give the guys credit. They knew what they were doing. You know, they knew how that they, well, not they probably didn't know, but they were, just the fact that they were there. When it wasn't that I didn't get a shot off. No, not this. I'm quick enough on the trigger that I can pull my gun up and at least shoot once or twice and hit them. It was combined with the fact that, you know, most to all were running something like Ghost Pro with a Silence FAMAS, Ghost Pro with a Silence 74U, anything with a Silence 74U, anything with a 74U in it, anything with the word FAMAS in it, anything with the word Galil in it. Galil. I called it Galillo. And I'm not saying these guns are bad, I'm not saying I hate them. I mean, I have off days where sometimes I can't deal with those sorts of guns. I don't even know what it is. A lot of times it's just putting scopes on things. I can't deal with the iron sights some days, and other days I can. But almost all days there's a handful of guns. They're usually the Galil when it's silenced, the FAMAS in general, the AK-74U with rapid fire, any warlorded thing. If it's warlorded, I get pissed off. Just because it's warlorded. Just because one attachment isn't enough. I don't know what it is. I don't get it. I mean, why do you need 2 attachments? Not only that, but it seems like the benefit of having 2 attachments, there's no detriment to it. Because, well, you reload as fast as everyone else. Right? That's no big deal. So, what else is there in that slot? Steady aim? So you're loaded. Steady aim doesn't even seem like it works. I've used it on a ton of weapons, and the only ones it seems to seriously affect, and I'm not even completely sure about this, are anything that's dual wield. Damn, I fell. But, you know, it's just a habit. You use it on a dual wield thing, that's it. But I've had better success hip firing with an MP5 when not using steady aim. And when I do use steady aim, the hip fire goes to crap, which is very strange. I find it very strange. So steady aim is probably not that important. When I see it used with the FAMAS just becomes ridiculously deadly from the hip. But it's just, what else is in that slot? Scout. Does anyone use Scout? I know I've used it once as part of a joke that me and my friend were doing one night. We were just playing with like the worst setups, and we were using Olympias, and I was using, no, I didn't use an Olympia. I don't remember what I used. I used something terrible. Probably an Uzi or something like that with Scout. And I was like, yeah, I got this. Didn't do too bad. I'm sure everyone was pissed off when they saw that I was using Scout. They were like, what? So, yeah, Scout, kind of useless. Steady aim, I suppose it's circumstantial, and it depends on what you're doing. Warlord, 2 attachments, hey man, no big deal. And I don't even remember what the last one is. What is the last one? I don't know. Right? So, sleight of hand. So it's in that perk slot. So, got all these perks. None of them actually give a positive and negative, or an actual negative stipulation. I mean, it's not like the first slot, right? The blue slot. Let's go down that list. You got scavenger. Okay, you can handle extra ammo, but you don't have any of the benefits of the other ones. So that, there's 4 other ones that have significant advantages. Ghost, immune to you're invisible to radar, UAV. That's not bad. The pro version kind of makes it a little annoying if you use kill streaks a lot, which I don't, so I don't really care. It does piss me off when my UAV's up and I'm getting killed by ghost guys just running around. That does piss me off. But it has a serious drawback, so you don't get to carry as much ammo. Hardline, same thing. Don't get to carry as much ammo. Yes, you get your kill streak ones sooner, but is it worth the cost of all of the extra ammo? So basically they took the first perk and made it so that there was one thing, scavenger, where you had a lot of something, but you didn't have access to anything else, or you had something else, but you weren't using scavenger. Which is strange that I just noticed that. That time seems kind of, what's the word? Kind of like an epiphany, a realization. So those things all have, and they did. That's the same thing for the second slot though. Now I think about it, it's like you're either reloading fast sleight of hand, or you're using something else that has a completely different effect, but it doesn't let you reload half as fast. Now when I think about it, that's actually a problem. And then the third perk slot is actually the most diverse because none of them have any drawback in that they're all different from each other. So hacker lets you see enemy equipment, right? But the other ones don't. So then you move on to the next one. Ninja makes your footsteps quiet, right? But none of the other ones do. So you don't have access to anything else. Your footsteps are quiet. So all of those are different from each other. All their drawbacks are that they're not the other ones. So why aren't the other perks like that? Who knows? Why isn't the blue perk like everyone has? In all seriousness, they should have just changed scavenger then. I like scavenger because it really does help with fast shooting SMGs, lets you pick up ammo, but I would rather see it more like the third perk slot, where every single one of them was absolutely different from each other, instead of all being different from scavenger Well, I mean, they're all different from each other, but they all have a common thing in that they're not scavengers. Same thing with the second one. They're all different from each other, but they're also all different from not sleight, or they're all not sleight of hand. Also, the additional aim down sight caused by sleight of hand, you know, the whole sleight of hand pro thing, I almost don't even feel like it's worth it, because in all seriousness, I may aim down the sight faster, and I know I have pretty decent reflexes. Most of the time I'll still get outgunned by someone running, you know, who's using Warlord, which is probably the most common second slot perk ever. Just weird stuff like that. And all that mix match stuff, when you mix it in there and you add the people who are so hell-bent on getting, let's see, what do we got? We got dogs. I just wish they would take kill streaks out entirely. Oh, air fail. Because, I mean, let's look at, I'm gonna go on some facts here. We got Call of Duty 4, and we all know those kill streaks. Those weren't bad, were they? No. Helicopter, UAV, airstrike. 4 things that everyone could aspire to. No one cared, because there wasn't anything else. Same thing with World at War. UAV, airstrike, and dogs. Although I admit dogs was a bit of an overpowered kill streak. And so then we go on to Modern Warfare 2 with the first customizable kill streaks, right? Absolute garbage. Because what happened? No one ran UAV. What else happened? Everyone used Predator. Not that there's anything wrong with Predator Missile. Predator Missile was kind of like a dumbed down version of an airstrike, which is nice. So I admit Predator, you know, and Harrier wasn't too bad. But the fact that the other ones, such as Chopper Gunner and AC-130 and Nuke and Stealth Bombers and care packages and the emergency airdrops, I think care packages are an abomination. That's just me, though. Because seriously, that's bullshit. You can just perk it up. You can get whatever perk you want, basically. Anyway, well, that's irrelevant. Same thing with Black Ops. You let it so they can customize them, and then they have something to aspire to, and then they actually want to get there. When you take the option out of their hands, and you say, okay, it's 357, it's UAV, airstrike, or Predator, and Harrier, or Chopper, then hey, what's wrong with that? Just think about it. Just think about how easier the game would be when you didn't have to worry about your kill streaks. You didn't have to worry about making it to 9 to get your whatever, your Chopper Gunner, and you didn't have to worry about making it to 11 to get your dogs, or 8 to get to your thing. You would just be like, okay, you'd be playing the game, and you'd be like, oh, hey, I got the 3, I got my UAV, that's neat. And then you'd be like, oh, man, guess what? I made it to 5, I got my Predator. And you'd be like, oh, man, I made it to 7, I got my helicopter. And then you do it again. But it wouldn't matter, because it wouldn't be something that you had to choose. It wouldn't be majorly impacting. Sure, people would still focus on it, and sure, people would still camp, but when you take it out of their hands and they don't have something overpowered, and yeah, everyone's going to say, well, yeah, air support's overpowered. You know, dogs are overpowered. And the people that sit around and camp forever use Warlord. A Warlorded 74U with rapid fire and a grip. And they walk around just without steady aim, shooting from the hip like it's nobody's business. Actually, might have used extended mags, who knows. Doing something like that. And make it to dogs twice in the same map? Clearly I'm outplayed. I feel so bad. I just don't like it. I want even playing field. Maybe I should just start playing bare bones stuff. Because that would probably be better.
Yo, is everybody okay?
I don't know. Anyway, this has been another mindless Black Ops related rant from Murtago. It's Murtago. All day, every day. Oh yeah, check out that shit. I don't know. catch you guys later.